Hey everybody, it's the test lead and today's video is Coding 101, the while loop. No matter what programming language you start to code in, it's important that you understand the basics to start and build from there. One of the core functionalities in programming that is used throughout every object-oriented programming language is the while loop. This video will define what a while loop is, break down the structure of a while loop, show the different comparisons that can be used in a while loop, and show how it is used in code. Also, please note the full transcript to this video is in the description box below. First, let's start by defining what is a while loop. A while loop is a control flow statement in code that tells your program to repeat a certain section of code until a certain criterion is met. In English, sometimes you're able to repeat a certain action until the desired result is met. An example of this can be, you want to walk a mile a day until you lose 10 pounds. Once you lose 10 pounds, you'll no longer want to walk a mile every day. You'll keep repeating this action of walking until a certain criteria is met, which is losing 10 pounds. There are several different parts of the while loop. First, the criteria must be clearly defined to check against. If the criteria is met, you don't perform the action that's in a while loop. If it is not met, you do perform the action in a while loop until the criteria is met. The criteria in the diagram to the left is you losing 10 pounds. So right here's the criteria you're checking against. Have you lost 10 pounds? And then you weigh yourself every day to check this criteria. Next, the action. If the criteria is not met, as I said, you step into the loop and do the action. Once inside the while loop, an action should take place. In the diagram to the left, the action here is you being excited to work out, which is right here. Now after the action, we have the altering statement. While still inside the loop before checking the initial criteria again, we need an alternate action so that we become closer to meeting our criteria. In the diagram to the left, this is you going for a walk for a mile a day. Because you're walking a mile a day, you'll eventually lose a pound or two a day, and your criteria will soon be met. Once your criteria is met, you will no longer go through the loop anymore and go to here. You'll start walking every day because you can congratulate yourself for losing 10 pounds. Here is a brief list of the different criteria that you can use as comparison values in the while loop check. The first is equal to. You're checking if 1 is equal to 1. Next is greater than, less than, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to, or not equal to. I'll leave this on the screen for a brief second so you can maybe take a screenshot, use this for future references. And now finally, how is this actually used in code? If you are new to code, anything marked with a hashtag or pound sign is considered a comment when using Visual Studio Code or the Python language that I'm using for this. It is usually for note taking. I'll place it above each line of code to explain what's happening in the line beneath it. This is our live demo. I'm using Visual Studio Code, and once again the language is Python. As I said previously, anything that starts with the hashtag or pound sign, this line is basically just comments for notes. First, we'll assign a value for pounds lost. We'll initialize pounds lost equal to 0. Next, we'll do our criteria check. We'll continue to do the action until the criteria is met, which pounds lost equals to 10. So right here, our while loop starts here. While pounds lost, we discussed this operator before, not equal to 10, we'll jump into the loop. So as long as pounds lost is not equal to 10, we'll print I'm excited to work out. I have lost this amount of pounds so far, which is the pounds lost value we assigned here. And then our altering statement is here. Pounds lost, we'll have the value pounds lost and add 2 to it. So it'll go from being 0 to being 2, and then we'll go into the loop again. This pounds lost not equal to 10. From there, we'll jump inside again, print this again, pounds lost equal 4. Then go here, do criteria check, that's not equal to 10 still, print this again, pounds lost equals 6. It'll keep doing this until pounds lost equals 10. Once pounds lost finally equals 10, it'll not execute this loop anymore in this code. It'll jump out and print this statement here. I'll congratulate myself now. Now to actually see that done, boom, and as you can see, the first time when the value was 0, it printed out the statements inside the loop. Next, it incremented it to 2, as you can see here. Went inside the loop again, incremented to 4, went in again, incremented to 6, went in again, incremented to 8, went in one last time, got assigned 10, then it checked. While pound source is not equal to 10, it equals 10 now, so the criteria is met. We'll exit it and then print "I'll congratulate myself now," which is the last line you see here. Now let's slightly alter this. Let's do 5 instead of 10, while it's less than or equal to 5. Now before running this, let's walk through what will happen. Now the value is 5, and we're checking if pound source is less than or equal to 5. So as long as it's less than or equal to 5, it'll execute all the code here. Pound source is still initialized to 0, so starting with 0. Is 0 less than or equal to 5? Yes. We'll print this, and then increment by 2. Then pound source will be 2. So that's still less than 5? Yes. We'll print this again, and add 2 again, it'll be 4. Still less than 5, print this, and now it becomes 6. It'll do its comparison value. It won't run the loop anymore. It'll jump out of the loop and print this last statement. So now let's clear the screen and run it. As you can see, we jumped in the first time, equaled 0, it equaled 2, it equaled 4. Then after that, it became 6, and no one executed the code inside the loop, and printed the last statement outside the loop. If you found this video helpful at all, please like, share, and subscribe, and thank you for watching.